Is it live? Should be. Hi guys, I'm Climate Joe. Welcome back to some sort of Minecraft live stream on the Climate Joe YouTube channel. So, welcome to this stream. In this video, we are live on our new Minecraft city. I am at the shopping centre area where we're going to do some work on the shopping centre. So we built McDonald's yesterday. I had a plan to build a KFC, which that is part of what we're going to be doing today. Kind of want to put the KFC here, you know. Or here. Got McDonald's there, KFC here. I don't know. Ooh. So here we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, we're just working on our KFC, which we're going to put here. Hello, Pixel King. Welcome to the stream. Right. I want to put a bit of red there, guys. Welcome to the stream. Right, we're trying to build a KFC right here. I don't know what decoration to do for this KFC. How are you? I'm really good. How are you? Welcome to the stream. You guys can hear me, right? I tried to film through my capture card last night and it wouldn't record my game audio or my audio. I'm doing this for OBS, so I just want to make sure because KFC is KFC. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out. I'm just trying to work out how to build one. I want to put like decoration. I want people to see that it's like a KFC. We could put KFC on the side, but then we wouldn't be able to. I suppose we can do that. I like it. I like the design that we're going for. This can be the okay, that's good. Into a Minecraft server. Cool. Just trying to work. I like how we got a chicken in KFC. That's pretty funny. For stability, yeah. This... Actually, I think this needs to go the other way. Actually, saying that, I think that needs to go the other way. Or would it be worth to put a block here instead? Maybe. I haven't put much of like a cooking place in here, have I? I mean, these rooms aren't very big, guys. They're only like 11 blocks wide. Well, they're 11 by 11. But we got 32 of them to fill in. Perhaps we can have a little cooking area over here. I mean, I can only use furnaces because I don't have blast furnaces or any of those other furnaces that they have on the bedrock. So, this is going to be our cooking area. This is going to be the... Actually, hold on a minute. I've got an idea. Where's a cauldron? Can you guys see a cauldron? Ah, there we go. There we go. We've got the drainer. We'll put the... I might have to upgrade the RAM to 32 because I'm planning on installing a ton of plugins. I also want the server to support 30 players. You can do that on Bedrock Edition. My Switch used to be able to host 30 players. You can actually up Bedrock Worlds to 30 players. Well, you used to be able to. Oh, don't that look cool? That looks like that really does look like a sink. I'm gonna put these on the top. I've got an idea. I want to know if it's gonna work. If I put one of these here, can I get convinced this? Yeah! Man's a genius, guys. There you go. That's cool. Those are the this is the cooking area then. So let's just put that in here. Trying to find. Give me a sec, guys. Trying to find a trap door. That's what I want. So I'm gonna go this way. Pixar SMP has been a work in progress since November 2025. Cool. So this is like the till. This is like your till area. This is where we accept the money, and then we're gonna put some tables in. Did I put a sign on that saying McDonald's? I didn't. Perhaps we'd have to put some sign down, but we'd have to put around 30 signs over here. I do love this building, but it's so big. I mean, it does look cool though, doesn't it? Ooh, pardon me. Now we might as well put some shops in here. Well, we can have glass here. Hello, Dusty. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so we can put some glass along here. There we go. But I think the first thing that might croak is my CPU, though. It's all before cores. It could be worse. My capture card, my Elgato capture card, I've had since I was 15. My capture card in the recent days has started to show its age. That's so weird. I've never seen that before. Perhaps we're going to have to put wooden doors then. Hopefully the wooden doors can go right. There we go. Welcome to the stream, Dusty. We're just working on a shopping centre on this city that I'm working on. I've started building this Minecraft city. We're building a shopping centre on the edge here. From 2016, but works fine for Minecraft server. Yeah. I'm sorry if I sound a bit tired, guys. I might have watched the World Cup matches last night. I might have watched South Korea take on Czech Republic last night. That match was on at 3 in the morning. No, I love Americans, guys, but the World Cup shouldn't be in America. No, if you're an English person that has to work, you can't watch half the matches at the World Cup because most of them are on most of the matches are on really late at night. Most British people that work have to watch them really late. They're on really late at night. Like England's matches. England's last match, one of England's matches is at 10 o'clock at night. So only the unemployed get to watch it. Well, they don't get to watch it, but they have to record it and then go and watch it at a later date. But then that takes the fun out of it because it's not live. If you can't watch it, which is why I think it should be Europe. If the World Cup's in Europe, it's a perfect time. I think Europe is always the best place to have the World Cup because if a game's on at 3 p.m, it means that people in America can watch it because they're just getting out of bed, and people from Asia can watch it because it's on before they go to bed. But if it's on in America, it's really early in the if it's on in America, it's really early in the morning in the UK. It's quite late in the United States. Because Europe is the center of the map, is the center of the Earth, the time zones, it's the perfect time zone. Because everybody can watch it. Maybe if you're in Australia, though. Maybe not if you're in Australia, because they're like 11 hours ahead. No, they're 9 hours ahead actually in the summer. Australia is 11 hours ahead normally. So if you're from Australia, when it's like 4 in the morning in the United Kingdom, it's 4 in the afternoon in Australia. There's almost a 24. There's almost a 24. What is the the furthest time zone from the UK is the Line Islands in Kiribati. It's plus 14 hours. The furthest point behind the United Kingdom is the inhabited US Baker and Howland Islands. Minus 12 hours. So if it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, if it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it's 2 o'clock in the morning there. But the most furthest behind is American Samoa. Of the furthest inhabited time behind the UK, it's American Samoa. American Samoa is 11 hours behind the UK, which is just incredible. It's kind of like there's a place in the summer, there's a place in the Arctic Circle and the Antarctic Circle that's basically during the summers the sun never sets. It's like the British Empire. It's like the British Empire. The British Empire was the empire which upon the sun never set. Because of how big the British Empire was, there was always a place in the British Empire where it was daytime. Which that's just an unbelievable fact, really. It was always daytime somewhere in the British Empire. Right, so this clay is going to be the floor. There we go. Thank you to everyone that's watching the stream so far, which is just incredible. We are aiming to... I can't see what that says. But yeah, the World Cup, guys, really exciting. Except my team, except England doesn't play until... Except England does not play until next Wednesday. But I will watch the 2 matches tonight. I will watch Canada's match tonight, and I will watch the United States' match. The United States are playing Paraguay, and Canada are playing Bosnia. So I will watch both of those. I can't believe, well, I should say Bosnia and Herzegovina, because that's the country's full name. Give me a sec, everybody. There we go. I'm back. Sorry, just focusing on something just a moment. There we go. We are just about making these shops up. Right. Going to keep on building. The clay is just going to be so there will be a floor which we will need to add. So if you're watching this, everybody, what we're doing, we're building up the shopping centre. I wouldn't hold a mat. I wouldn't hold a match in that if that's the case. Why would you want to eat those anyway? There we go. I don't know what we probably want here. Here we go. I don't know what we can build up here, guys. But this is looking nice. So, kind of want to have that there, really. What blocks do you think, guys? Rails? We're going to try and make this as realistic as possible. So, this here, guys, is the entrance to upstairs. So to get into this shopping centre, which I will admit I do like this entranceway. We're going to do this every couple of blocks then. Okay, that looks lush. This will lighten up here. So this will be the viewpoint that you see outside of the shopping centre, which is 3 blocks high, and then we go like this. I mean, look at that. What do you think? Obviously, every shop in here is going to have glass. I'm back. Welcome back. We're just working on these shops. Oh, there we go. Stone here a second. We're just testing how this looks. So, because we're actually inside the shopping centre here. I've just added the staircase. Do I want to eat fire? I didn't even know you could eat fire, to be honest. There we go. I reckon it looks cool here. I don't even know what we're going to call it. For the 4J shopping centre. I don't know. There we go. Let's put some torches here then. In fact, we can put 4 torches on each side. But it's fairly lit here. It's going to be fairly lit. It will be fairly... I'm going to burp, sorry. It will be fairly lit once we are sort of finished and into the final stages of building this scraper. Thank you to the person who subscribed, by the way. As it stands, we're slowly crossing the divide to hit 8,400. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There we go. There we go. So what's happening here is, if anyone's in the stream, what we're doing here is going across like this. We're building and 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 building. And the idea is we're going to line up these with this. Bollocks, 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 bollocks. So going along like here, break a block here. This is a shopping centre that I think will look really good. So you need to quickly build this up a sec. That's in exactly the wrong place. So it should be, if I get this correct, yeah, it should be 4 on each side. We need that clay piece. Firehouse. Well, we are going to build a fire station. So this, how it's going to work, guys, this will be the entrance ways to the second floors. So where this bit is here, this will line up to here, which we are going to do a little bit more with this, but I'm not going to do what I was going to do now because we aren't sure whether we're going to do a 3rd floor yet. But if I was to go and do a 3rd floor, we would have we'd build a staircase here. So these will take you, there will be shops here. So we're not going to do that yet because we've obviously got 32 on. We've got 30. We've filled in 3 shops so far. We filled in 3 shops. We've got another 29 to do. Hello, Black Xana. Haven't seen you on the streams in a while. Welcome. We're just working on this shopping centre in the city that I have been building on. So that looks way longer than that one. Why does this one look way longer? So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. What? Why is it so different then? Oh, sorry, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Shopping centre. Hold on a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We've done the staircase. We've done the staircase 1, 3 out. Let's have a look. We're building a shopping centre, Academy RL. Welcome to the stream, by the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. So now we've got a bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. That's wrong. Wrong blocks. So this is now going to be correct. Bollocks, that's a... So here we go. Oh, bollocks, wrong block. There we go. Perfect. Good. That's all lined up then. So we're building a shopping centre. So basically, if any of you are from other countries, you'd probably call it a shopping mall. But in the UK, shopping malls are called shopping centres because they're a centre full of shops. So I decided to build a shopping centre. So we've already built some shops. We've built some shops out here. We've built a McDonald's, a flower shop, a KFC. We've got space here. We've got space here to build another 29 shops. Ugh. Guys, how many of you are in the stream right now? I got a text from Decepted this morning. It come up on his phone this morning. Today, 6 years ago today. 6 years ago today, me and Decepted met up for the first time after COVID. Due to the COVID lockdown, after the UK being in lockdown, today, 6 years ago, was the first time that me and Decepted met up after COVID. So Decepted sent me a photo, and we all had to walk with about six. There was 3 of us there. We all had to walk within about 6 feet away from each other because of the COVID rules. So, but yeah, talk about that. Decepted texted me this morning. He sent me a picture, and it was the picture of me, him, and another person that we know. That it was 6 years ago today since me and Decepted met up for the first time after COVID. I couldn't believe it, though. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. There's another guy with us. I couldn't believe how young he looks, because now he looks completely different. The other guy with us, I couldn't believe how young he looked in this photo. He looked completely different. There we go. There we go. I'm going to put a bit of glass on this side too. Do you guys ever have that where you look back at a photo and you can remember it being taken, but then you struggle to look at it for a moment because you don't know who it is? Do you guys ever had that? Obviously I've known Decepted for a long time, so obviously me and him have met up thousands of times over the years. Literally, he sent me something in 2024. He sent me a photo, and it was basically a photo. It was taken December 2019. It took me a while to realize it was me. It took me like 10 minutes. I was looking at this photo for like 10 minutes. I'm like, who the fuck's that? I was looking at this photo, and it was like, oh, that's me. And some people will go, how can you not recognize yourself? But over a period of about 5 years, you do change a lot. There we go. I think this is looking great. I'm even in fact thinking about building a cinema in here on the top floor. I think we could build a cinema on the top floor. That would be really cool, I think. Oh, I've got cramp in my foot. Has anyone been watching the World Cup in here? Did any of you watch some of the first World Cup games? Obviously, there was only 2 games yesterday. Did any of you guys watch them? For the Americans, you call it soccer, but everyone else calls it football. I've never seen so many red cards. South Africa, Mexico, there was 3 red cards. South Africa went down to 9 players during this match. South Africa went down to 9. Mexico were playing 11 versus 9. until Mexico had a player sent off. But I've never seen so many players sent off. Like, the only time that's ever happened was... The only time I've ever seen it was Everton a few years ago. Everton had two players sent off a couple of months ago. But 2 players sent off in the first World Cup game, that's just mental. In fact, we need to build some public toilets in here. I'm going to try and watch as many of the World Cup games as I can. I just hate that it's like... I hate they're like really early in the morning. I really want to watch Scotland's first game, because Scotland, which is another country that's part of the United Kingdom, guys. Scotland is in the World Cup for the first time since 1998. And Scotland play their first game. They're playing Haiti on Sunday. They're playing at 2 in the morning. They are playing at 2 in the morning. Which, 2 in the morning is ridiculous for a football match. Here we go. Well, I suppose 2 in the morning... That's probably on at 10 o'clock at night in the United States. But 10 o'clock at night is... 10 o'clock... Well, it depends where it is. But 10 o'clock at night is like a really crazy time to play a football match. They have to do it in Spain, though. In Spain, they have to do it because it's just so warm in Spain. I mean, England the other night. England were meant to kick off at 9 o'clock against Costa Rica the other day. The game got delayed by an hour due to heavy rain. Oh, it was a good game. I just wish they'd scored more, though. But bring on the first game of England's first game of the World Cup. Bring on the game against Croatia, which I'm kind of scared about because England's lost the 2018 World Cup semi-final against Croatia. But I'm interested because I don't think Croatia have that strong a squad anymore. Who does Croatia have now? I don't really know who their players are now. Players right now. I mean, they've got Josko Gvardiol. I didn't know he was Croatian. Who do they have? Obviously, I know they have Luka Modric, who's 40, and he's playing. This has got to be his last World Cup. I know they have Vlasic, which he did actually play for Everton. Hardly played, but he did play. Never scored. He only played 12 games. He played against Everton. He was good, so they bought him. But then he only played 12 times. Who else? Obviously, Ivan Perisic. Ivan Perisic is 37. I didn't realise he was that old. I didn't realise he was 37. Bloody hell. Good player, though. Oh god, something in my eye. Oh no. Ah. Oh my god, that's a shit idea, Joe. That's a shit idea. I do apologise if I've rambled, guys. Literally, I cut the hedge earlier on, and I've just rubbed my eye because my eye was itchy, but I could smell the leaves, so it's obviously the smell of the leaves was still on my hand. The smell of some of the leaves of the cut leaves was still on my hand, and now it's caused my eye to go because of my hay fever. That's just genius, isn't it? I'm an idiot. Oh, I am an idiot. Should we see what in a minute? In a minute, should we see what this looked like? Should we quickly see what this looks like in the city texture pack? I think that's a good idea, actually. Let's go have a look. Let's see our new city in different texture pack. Oh god, that's really sore in my eye. Right, let's have a look. We could. Well, we can try Greek texture pack on it. Wow. Should we look at Greek? Well, this building looks amazing in Greek texture pack. The roads look a bit odd. The roads do look a bit naff, but I mean, oh my god, guys, it looks like a temple. The big skyscraper looks like an absolute temple. It looks like an absolute temple. What do you guys think? Does it look like a temple? I don't know. The shopping centre looks alright. In fact, the shopping centre looks kind of realistic, you know. Although the park does look, the park that we've made here looks really lovely. What's this? Glowstone, okay. Well, the park that we've made actually looks really nice. We've even got a donkey here. Lovely. Let's go see the city. Let's go see the city texture pack. I mean, it looks amazing. Oh, the water looks lovely on this version too, you know. Village houses just look like village. The village just looks like the village. I mean, this though looks like this looks like a genuine city. I mean, I actually really like the detail in here. So we are gonna probably have to go and get some lights. There should be 4 there. There's only 3. Unless I didn't. I get it. I only did 2 here. There we go. Those lights are looking fantastic. Look at that. We're definitely going to need some more. Well, we can have some more light here. We can have some more light here by some other little bits. Perhaps we can stick a chandelier in here or something like that. That would look quite nice. 118 of you have watched this stream. Oh, my foot. Oh, how is everybody? Guys, I think we'll build don't know what we're going to build next, but well, we want to ideally we want to do some shops. Maybe we should build a concrete shop. Tell you what, we'll do a bakery. This is going to be our bakery, guys. We're going to have a bakery right here. It's going to be called something. What about nether brick? We should just leave the grass here, shouldn't we? What do you guys think? Should we just leave the grass? Hello, Swiss. Welcome to the stream. We're just working on a shopping centre on this Minecraft city that we've been working on. There we go. Right. Welcome to the stream. How's everything? I'm great. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Oh, hold on, Mr. Block. Guys, this is looking like one of my favourite... hello, Alex Gugu. Welcome to the stream. There we go. This looks like... this flooring at the moment looks like a British cake. This flooring right now looks like... It looks like a bake. That's it. That's what I want. Just want to screenshot that a minute. I'm going to put it in my Discord server, guys. This floor, it looks like a Bakewell tart, which I'm getting hungry. I might eat the floor. You want to answer my question? Oh, that question. Yes, I can answer that. You said about how do you find your personality? You don't. Your personality comes from you. You don't find a personality. Where's cakes in this bloody game? Can you guys see a cake? I can't see a cake. Cookie, that's a cake. I'm gonna subscribe. Thank you so much. We're aiming to hit 8,000 subscribers by the end of the... Well, we're aiming to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. We're aiming to hit 9,000 by the end of July. As it stands at the moment, we're around about 600 and something away. Yeah, you don't find a personality, Swiss. You have a personality. But you do have people, though. Saying that, you do have people that's saying that, though, you do have people that basically make their personality just one thing. Like I've met people that the only thing I've met people that the only thing their personality is that they are a certain whatever. But yeah, when someone says about that a personality, guys, like a personality can be anything. So let's just grab a sign and let's put something on this. I'm going to call this place Beryl's Bakery. This is Beryl's Bakery, guys. So when you come into the store here, you always have to go to Beryl's Bakery. So this is Beryl's Bakery. So we built the little bakery. Should we now go see what Beryl's Bakery looks? Should we now go see what Beryl's Bakery looks like? It's nice, bye. I hope you do well. Thank you so much. Thank you for subscribing. That's really kind of you. Let's go see what Beryl's Bakery looks like in normal texture pack. So Beryl's Bakery Beryl's Bakery is going to look completely different. Okay, this is what Beryl's Bakery looks like. I actually really like it. Tell you what I will do though. I think we can get away with doing this. Yep. Put some more cakes. We can put some cakes up on the roof here. So this is Beryl's Cake Shop, guys. No, let's not put one there. Not there. Hello, Defil. Welcome to the stream. Right. Okay, that's going to look fantastic, I think. So, where's the floor here? Fantastic. Hello, Olden Bastia. Welcome to the stream. We're working... I've been... Okay. I was that enlightening then? I play flat Minecraft. Cool. Was that like enlightening? Because I've seen a lot of people say that I've seen a lot of people say something about things like that. I've seen a lot of people say stuff about obviously when they sort of found out that they had it, about how it opened their eyes and they looked back and realised some of the stuff that seemed odd now didn't seem odd. Just putting a couple of torches in here. I want this bake shop. I want this bakery to be lit a little bit lit up a bit better. There we go. Cake shop. It's still a bit dark. Can we get some torch? We would not? We wouldn't be able to get torches in there. Goodbye, Olden Bastio. Have a good rest of your day. My phone is going off. What is it? Find the perfect Father's Day gift. I already did. So we built the bakery there. So basically, these actually we should do this in all floors. So all floors are going to have these lights all across these floors. We're going to have these. We can cover the floors up with like whatever shops are in here. We can cover them up with like carpets. But I think this is a good idea to like light up the floors below. So boom, 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 boom. Do. How are you, Defil, though, by the way? There we go. So that looks amazing. So we can then, if I grab some stone, we can then separate. We can separate these up, and then we have more floors. We have more shops up here that we can use. So there we go. There we go. So look at this, guys. We're doing so well. We're doing very, very well here. I'm very, very happy with how this build is going. I have another notification coming through. What's that? It's another email. Oh, and some Instagram notification. Anyway, but not have to worry about that. What I need to do is focus on this. So, going into here, then we have. Going into here, we have we have Beryl's Bakery here, which I actually do like the decoration there. And now we have we can decorate this one. This one here can have 2 entrances, so perhaps we should have a look at. I don't know what shop we want, guys. What shop do you think we want? Oh, David Hockney's died. He was a British artist. I had to research him when I was in school for my GCSEs because I had to study art. I really liked his work. I had to study him. Hello, Sickly Cape. Welcome to the room. That's quite sad. If you've never looked at the work of David Hockney, please look at it. He often would take photos and then just paint over what he took a photo of. He would often take photos and then paint over what he took a photo of. Hello, Sickly Cape. Welcome to this room. We're just working on this shopping centre for this Minecraft city. We just made Beryl's Cake Shop. And we're currently working out how we want to do the rest of the shop. I want this place to be really decorated, guys. I want this to be top-notch decoration. So you can get in. You can get into You can get in this place via here. You can get into this place via here, but you can get in via here, via there, and then via the 2 main entrances. So this will be, we've already done it. But if I go down here, then I want to just do some work across here a second. We're going to line this up with the street. Oh, pardon me. So we have 3, I think this is like, this will be where the road comes in. So we'll have a road here. Then we'll have another build opposite. Out of the way, don't horse out of the way. There we go. So that then we will add a road that goes across here, and then this will be the next street. There we go. Keep going, guys. Keep going. We're gonna keep going. We're breaking and breaking the dirt. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Perfect. So, this last little bit, and then we can do the lines. And then we do the road. And then we can even put in another skyscraper here. We've actually got quite a big... We've got a sizable area there to build with. Which, we'll probably do that tomorrow. We'll probably build a new skyscraper in here tomorrow. There we go. This road will, however, go to nowhere. This road will, however, go to absolutely nowhere, guys, because we cannot expand further, even though we've got that huge grass chunky there that we can see. We can't actually go to it, which is it's a bummer, really. We can't go to it, but doesn't really affect it. Doesn't affect us totally. We can constantly so this road is almost finished. At this point, Joe, you don't need Wikipedia. You are Wikipedia. Am I? I mean, thanks. Very kind of you. What did I say? Did I say something that was like Wikipedia related? I don't even know what I said. That's the It's kind of sad, really. There used to be a way to get onto there, but can't remember how to do it now. You used to be able to do it with an Elytra, actually. You used, if you or there was a boat glitch years ago. You used to be able to do it. See if we can do it still. No, used to be able to do that. Should I offer? I do not. I don't know, to be honest. I'd say it depends what you want to do with it, though, Pixel. Would you want people to always be at spawn, or would you want people to go away from the spawn? Because if you put enchantments further away, does that guarantee they play longer? And they don't just join and then camp at spawn? I think it depends what you're going with, what type of aspect you're going with, really. Right, road is finished across here. So the road, then we'll have the pavements. There will be another pavement. Has to go here across between these two. We'll build a. Then we're gonna build. We got another space or skyscraper there. Encourage them to play. That is true, yeah. But some people would just pay for it. That's because that's what people are like nowadays. It's kind of like people not willing to sit through like a 30-second advert. But people's attention spans now are very limited, so people are paying to skip adverts. Yeah, people sometimes will just pay. So, yeah. But it depends, though, as well. I'm going to quickly head this way then, guys. So there is no road. There was going to be a road here, but I changed my mind. And then there'll be another road here, and then probably another big building here, which this city's going to look so cool when it's done. Well, it's probably not going to be done because we can constantly expand. At the moment, though, everybody, at the moment we've already covered a significant portion of this world. If I quickly, go to the map in a second, which I've already covered. I've already covered a huge chunk of this map, despite the fact I've not really built much. I mean, all I've built, guys, is 4 things. I've built this as 2 skyscrapers, part of an apartment building, a place for the spawn, and this building, which is unfinished at the moment. And I started building the shopping centre, which obviously the shopping centre is absolutely huge, and it will continue to be huge, because I think we're going to add another floor. We're going to add at least a 3rd floor to it. Besides getting to the top. Yeah, I keep having people tell me about this. I keep having people tell me to join it, and I'm like, I don't want to. I have lots of people in the streams that tell me, oh, join this, join this, join this. I'm like, but I just don't have an intention to. I will be honest, guys. I don't like SMPs. How are we going to do this? I'm convinced, actually. I'm convinced we should do some bigger shops up here, because we won't. These smaller ones, there isn't a way to get to these 2. These 3. There's a way to get that one. There's a way to get to that. We could tell what we can do. We can do 2 here. And we might have to turn these ones into bigger ones. So I'm going to go this way now. Put some floors down. There we go. Fantastic. We're going to put these floorings down quickly. My laptop is the fans have come back on, but I'm only running OBS on it and looking at the live chat. There we go. I believe I put some, well, I haven't put a light source in there. We're going to put, like how we did down here, we are going to put some light sources in the room. So this is KFC. I think this is going to look really, really nice. There we go. So for now, we'll leave it like this. And we'll do this one quickly. But this is going to look great. As it stands, we're starting to put shops in. Ideally, I'd like this shopping centre to have... I'd like this shopping centre to have at least... I'd like it to have at least 2 or 3 more, at every shop detailed. Well, we can have I mean, we could have multiple. We've already done KFC and McDonald's. Guys, I've been working on a book. That kind of works probably. I think that would kind of work really as well. Protection to its spawn, and then you've got to go out and find higher ones. Because you don't want to end up if you get what I mean. You don't want to end up with something like 2B2T where new players get absolutely destroyed at spawn. Makes the spawn untouchable. That's an interesting idea. I had a world a few years ago and I used barrier blocks on the Bedrock edition with the idea of, oh, I'll do that. I'm going to put barrier blocks here to keep everything together. People can't destroy it. All the signs will be safe. And seconds later, someone hacks and everything was destroyed. Let's just say I wasn't the pleased, everybody. I wasn't the pleased. Ooh. There we go. I think this looks great so far. So we've done half. Obviously, we have got a couple of things in this regard that we have shops that we need to fill in. I do like the bakery though, guys. Beryl's Bakery. Ideally I want to have each shop really nicely decorated. So we got KFC, which is it's a bit sparse. The flower shop, which looks flowery, and there's even a couple of sheep in there. We have McDonald's, which looks alright. We just need to put some lighting in there. And then this one, which is empty, and we can decorate it some other time. And then we've got this place, but this shop here I didn't even know Duffel was still in the stream. Hello, Duffel. Welcome back. So, what if I made it? What if I didn't see what you said there. What if I made it so villagers can't spawn? That would make emeralds way more rare. Yeah, in a way, yes, it would, because you would have to rely exclusively on hoping a zombie villager spawns. Which is kind of like what I had to do on my survival world. On my survival world, I had to do that because I had a village with no villagers. So, I do like that. I will admit, I do like the how the roof looks because of the slabs. Because of the slabs, you can see like light coming through the blocks. Hey there, how's your stream today? Hello, Guinevere. Welcome to the stream. It's going well. We're currently building a shopping centre in this city world that we've started building. We started building this city 4 days ago. We're just working on the shopping centre. We're trying to find ways to lighten this place up. So this place... how did I do it again? Okay, we did 2. Then another 2, wasn't it? No, 2. Okay, we're in the groove, guys. We're in the groove. We need to... Okay, good. Go to this one, go to this one. Go to this one, go to this one. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right. There we go. Then to there, then to there. Then to here, then to here, then to here. So basically, this is designed to lighten it up. Do you have Discord? Can we talk there? Well, we have a Discord server. There's a Discord server for the YouTube channel. It's in the description. So, we'll have to put more of these in. I just want to quickly go and get a... Right, so let's put one of these in. These torches are going to lighten up the rooms for us. So these... What do I mean, these torches? These are lanterns. There we go. There's no link in the description. I meant the stream. Sorry, I meant the stream. I meant this. I meant the live chat. Sorry, there's a link in the live chat. Okay, are they all on now? So there we go. These lights will lighten up these rooms. Fantastic. Sorry, I meant to say the live chat. But Nightbot puts a link in ever so often. Every, well, 4 or 5 minutes. Okay, right. Those lights here, that is lighting up every single room here. Actually, saying that, let's go do these ones at the same time. You can pin what Nightbot says. I can, but I'm lazy and forget things. We weren't gonna do like lights on the roof, but it's one of those I think we sort of need to because of just how dark these rooms got as soon as we put the roof on. There we go. And we'll worry about that next part in a second. What the hell have I done here? There we go. Right, okay. One more to go. I say one more to go, though. There will be more to go in the future. It's just at the moment, these are the only roofs sort of put on. Right, so which one's this? This one's not got anything in right now. But it has got a door. So these are going to lighten up every single room in this Minecraft house, which is stunning. House? I want to talk to you in DM. I don't do DMs, I'm afraid. That's why I created that's why I created the server. There we go. Now we're going to go into the flower shop, where we can lighten these ones up too. There we go. Sorry for promoting my services. No, I don't, I'm afraid. Because I make all my graphics myself. I don't, but it's because I do all that stuff myself, because I studied, I did graphic stuff as at college and university. I did media at university, so I make all my graphics myself. Can I get redstone underneath here? I suppose. I wonder if we can get away with this. Can we get away with this? Can we get away with putting these here? Hmm. Hello, Copper Golem. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Copper. Welcome. Oh, why is that one not on? This one ain't on because I put the thing in the wrong place. There we go. That should work now. That works. By that one. Fantastic. The back rooms. Well, this is not the back rooms. This is a shopping centre. It's a shopping centre, so we're building shops in each of these rooms. Plus, why do you even know what the back rooms is? You're like 13. I swear the back rooms is like 15 plus. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's rated 50. It's rated 15. I just learned what it was yesterday. Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. There's a reason. There's a reason that. Well, maybe America's different, but the UK is completely different. You shouldn't. There are things that in films. There are things in films that adults can see, but young people can't. I watched a TV show the other night, and that it's probably going to be about a 15 rated. It had the most violent and disgusting death scene I've ever seen in my life. And I found it traumatizing. So you get what I mean, why they put age ratings on there. The reason they create age ratings is because there are things people shouldn't see. They were brought in the UK. They were brought in because people were reenacting what they saw in horror films. PG-13. Nah, it would be PG-13. Nah, wouldn't. PG-13. What an American would call a PG-13, we would call it a film rated 12. The back rooms is rated R. The back rooms is rated 15 plus. Well, yeah, actually, The R rating in America is different. At 17. The R rating in the United States means you can't watch it if you're under the age of 17. It's actually lower in the UK. The UK have weird stuff. PG. Do you mean 13 rated movies? PG. There is no such thing as PG 13. The UK. In the UK you have PG 12 12A. Because PG, well, 13 would be 13 PG, which if it says 13 PG, that means that it's 13 years old, but you can watch it with an adult, which is basically the similar to what a 12A is. If there's a film that says 12A, it means that you can watch it with an adult. If there's a film that says PG, basically parents can decide if you can watch it. If there's a film that's it basically means universal. It can be watched by anyone. And then anything that says 12, 15, or 18 cannot be watched by anyone under. I don't know. No, this show I was watching the other day, it would be 18 rated. It is the worst, it's the most violent death scene I've ever seen. So you can understand why they have to have age ratings on there. Because there are things like when I was in school, my school teacher told us this, because this is before age ratings come in. Before age ratings come in, when they did, there's a film called Silent Running. There's a film called Silent Running. Guts, my favorite. Yeah, it's not Guts. It wasn't Guts. It wasn't Guts. It was something completely different. And it was a lot more violent. It was so violent. It was so violent. Yeah, not Guts. This show I was watching, this show I was watching, guys, and I warn you, it is bad. This show I was watching, somebody accuses a gay guy of grooming his son, so they take him outside. So a group of guys take him outside and they hang him from a lamppost. So that's why the reason they have age ratings, because under a certain age limit, under a certain age rating, you shouldn't be able to see that. So that's a lot more violent than Guts. Watching somebody forcefully hung from a lamppost on a TV show is a lot more violent. Yeah. And if I found it, you can understand why age ratings exist on films, because I think that's the worst moment I've ever. I think that's the worst thing I've ever seen on TV. I found it just as distressing. I found it just as harrowing as the film Threads. Yeah, that's not good. That isn't a good thing to say. But yeah, TV series is. What am I doing? I'm building a shopping center. What was I saying, guys? Yeah, with TV shows though. In the UK they can't air anything violent until after 9 o'clock. In the UK, guys, they can't air anything violent until after 9 o'clock. They have some... I know, why on top? You ever watched... I haven't. I never really felt interested in it. I never really felt the appeal of it. Why this on top? Because this is going to be the next floor. This is going to be the next floor of the shopping centre. This is going to be the next floor of the shopping centre. I'm just planning it out. Oh, well, of course I've heard it. Of course I've heard of it. It reminds me of though. It reminds me of the TARDIS from Doctor Who though. The Joke 60. The TARDIS in Doctor Who. The Doctor's spaceship in Doctor Who is bigger on the inside, so it reminds me of that. It reminds me of that. You're so... What do you mean you're so dumb? I've mapped it, I've worked it all out how we're gonna build this. We're gonna have another staircase potentially here that goes up to another floor. We might even build a cinema in here. At the moment, this is 101. This is over 100 blocks long. Have you watched Stranger Things? No, I haven't. But I haven't watched it. But it was popular in the UK. But I'd never understood the appeal of it. I don't like TV shows that. That take years to make episodes. If a series has 5 seasons, in my eyes, that should be 5 years, a season every year. And that's literally what Doctor Who did. It might be good, I just don't understand how it takes you, 10 years to do 10 episodes, to do 5 seasons. I don't get that. Years ago, literally 10 years ago, what was I saying? 10 years ago, TV series were shooting like 20 episodes a season. And now we can't, and now they're struggling to shoot 8 episode seasons. Like the TV series Wednesday. The first season came out in 2022. The second, what was it? No, 2021, wasn't it? Wednesday, 2022 came out. Then the second season came out in 2025. So there was 3 years between season 1 and 2. I mean, the character of Wednesday Addams is meant to be 14. But by the time they got around to doing the second season, she's meant to be 16, sorry. When they got around to do the second season, Jenna Ortega, who played Wednesday, was closer 23. She was like 7 years older than her character. She was 20 when they did the first Raw, so I don't get how it takes so long to do TV shows now. It's like, I know they want to make them cinematic now, like with cinematic cameras and things like that. But surely, how it shouldn't take... Doctor Who used to shoot 10 months. The Doctor Who used to shoot for 10 months of the year. I don't have a celebrity crush because that's just stupid. But they take so long, by the time the last season of Wednesday's finished, that's probably 2027. It'll be 5 years since they did the first one. So they'll be trying to pass off a 25-year-old as a, 18-year-old. Which, does that make sense? It's kind of like Maze Runner, for example. They were trying to pass off the character of Thomas in Maze Runner is like meant to be like 16. I think I want to be more familiar with absolutely no pay to win. Yeah. It's how the cookie crumbles. What, with a TV series? It's like the character of Thomas in the Maze Runner films. He's meant to be 16, but then by the time that they finish shooting, the actor was 28. There's no way you look 16 at 28. I mean, I was 16 in 2018. So if I add another 12 years on, that'll be 2028. No, that would be 2030. How I'll be 28 in 2030. How am I supposed to? How are you supposed to? How is your character meant to look? No, not Thomas the Tank Engine, which is a British show, by the way. It is a British show, and it's been on for years. Thomas the Tank was on the TV when I was a kid. It's an old show though. It's a very old show. But I think it looked better years ago though. Obviously, I haven't watched it in years since I was like 5. But I prefer the original thing. The originals were stop motion. The originals were stop motion, and then suddenly it changed, and then they changed it to animated, which sometimes I think they should keep it with the original style. But it's what's trendy. It's what's trending though. They have to go with what's trending. They have to go with what's trending, so no one wants to watch claymation anymore. In a few years' time, we'll stop doing like CGI animation, and they'll switch to doing like like Japanese anime style shit, because that's being aired so much now. That's all what children want to see. It's kind of like Doctor Who. Doctor Who was forced to change formats. Doctor Who was forced to go from 12 episodes a season to 8. Which 8 episodes a season is shit. But obviously Doctor Who is just a great show. Which I'm so pissed off it's been axed. Doctor Who's been axed for the foreseeable future. I'm so pissed off. Doctor Who has been axed for the foreseeable future. They announced that there was going to be a Christmas special this year, and they then suddenly announced yesterday, not yesterday, the day before, that the Christmas special is no longer going ahead. So it will end up. They don't at the moment. They don't reckon Doctor Who will be back on air till like 2028. But at the moment, it's because they couldn't find an actor willing to play the Doctor. They couldn't find a new actor willing to play the Doctor, which they aren't looking hard enough. There's loads of people that would take it. The problem is with Doctor Who at the moment is people were turning on the showrunners. People were turning on the showrunner because the stories were getting boringer and boringer. The problem with Doctor Who was that they kept pandering to the audience. to certain members of the audience. G.I. be an actor, Joe? What? So you want to? Are you trying to say you want to be an actor? But yeah, that was the thing. Doctor Who couldn't find anyone to do it. Doctor Who couldn't find anyone willing to do that role, which was just go be an actor, Joe. You can't, well, you can just go be an actor, but there's a lot more to acting than just that, though, Copper. There's a lot more to acting than just standing in front of a camera. I could technically do it because I studied drama in school and I really enjoyed it. But there's a lot more to it than just standing in front of a camera. Some people can be brilliant voice actors, but really terrible actors. It's like and if you can see bad acting in films. If you go and watch Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight, the guy that plays Falcone, the guy that plays Falcone in the Dark Knight is in Batman Begins, the Christopher Nolan Batman film. The guy that plays Carmine Falcone, if you go and watch his accent, he does one of the fakest. He inadvertently does the fakest Australian American accent ever. You're Bruce Wayne, the Crown Prince of Gotham? You had to go 1,000 miles to find someone that didn't know your name. But yeah, he doesn't. The guy was British, but his American accent isn't good in that film. It's kind of like Dick Van Dyke. Dick Van Dyke, very famous American actor. Turned 100 last year. If you go and watch him in Mary Poppins, his British accent is abysmal. It's kind of like there's a few actors like that actually that didn't do very well in the performance. Can't think of it. I can't think of any others. Trying to think of some more, but yeah. I mean, I do like Jim Carrey, but I think in some films, I think he overdoes it. It's like, for example, Jim Carrey. There's some films where I think that he needs to slow down the improv. In some films it kind of works, but in some films he's more annoying than funny. There's a scene in Ace Ventura. There's a scene in Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls, that's like that. When he sees the bat, he's told it's a bat. His acting there, I think, his improvisation there, I think, is too much. There's a scene in it where when he's told it's the bat and he goes, they're hideous, they're this, they're that, and he's doing all this crazy dancing. But that bit doesn't really paint him to be competent. I think it's too much in that scene. In this one scene, like Ace Ventura is a bit of a crazy guy. He's meant to be a bit of an eccentric. But in this one particular scene, he looks He goes to the point. He goes onto a point of being a little bit too eccentric, which is borderline. He's crazy. Oh, this needs to go one more out then, like that. Okay. But yeah, it's interesting. There is some. Although I like Jim Carrey in stuff, I think sometimes he can be too much, though. If you guys get what I mean. But yeah, there's there's good actors and bad actors, which obviously I like Jim Carrey. I think he's a great actor. But I think obviously he's a very good comedian as well. But I think in some I think there's some films that he does where it's a little bit too much. It kind of works. There's one film and it really works, which Lemony Snicket's A Series of Unfortunate Events from 2004. It kind of works. His like crazy improvs. They kind of work in that film because the whole point of that is Count Olaf is an actor himself. He's meant to be. He is a little bit off the chart crazy. Yeah. So but there is, on that regard, there's a lot more with acting than just like there's a lot more with acting than just like, picking up a camera, standing in front of it. This is where the road will cut off and twist. Oh no, no. PC. I can't join it, I'm afraid, because I'm probably going to end this stream and go on a walk. I'm about to end this stream in the next minute or two. I do apologise. I am going to end this stream in a second so I can go on a walk. Because it's sunny, I want to try and get on a walk. I haven't been on a walk in days, guys. I haven't been on a walk in days, and that's because it's been, every time I've tried to, it's been raining. But this is the first day it's been sunny-ish. Well, it's actually very warm. So, I am going to do that, guys. We will build on Legacy City some other time, which this is the next project will be to get this finished. Getting this finished will be the next major one. Then we can build a skyscraper here. We can think about what we want to stick over here, which this will look great. So thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you all in the next one. I'm Climate of Joe, and I'm out, and my mouse is dead.